Oh. Hello everyone, just one moment. I just want to make sure that everything is fine. Okay, we're ready. I think we're fine. Hang on a sec. Here we go. Okay, all right. I hope the stream is, I'm not quite sure. I could be buffing, I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to Xrissart. My name is Chrissy. Thanks for joining me. And well, hello, here we go. G'day Co, how you going? G'day Wendy, how you going? G'day Cece, how you going? Nice to see you. Okay, well, what I've got here is a continuation of what I was doing last week. And I think, was it the week before? I'm not quite sure. Oh, g'day, Lindy. How you going? G'day, Sneaks. How you going? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, so I'm still doing this fantasy, well, this landscape, or this surreal landscape where I've got funny things. And so this is... there's no detail here. There's no detail here at the moment, and I've just blocked in. So I thought I'd just do this very quickly so you could actually see what was going on in the landscape. And I'm going to block in the chair that's actually just sitting. And I've got these two little horses here. These horses on stilts. G'day Brenda, how you going? Oh, g'day Will, how you going? Nice to see you, mate. G'day, oh, Mina, hello. Nice to see you all here. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so far this is all just blocked in, and there's no real detail at the moment. But I thought I'd just, as I said, I'm actually going to do this chair with wings. So I have no idea what to call this. So it would be good if you guys could actually give me some clues as to perhaps maybe what kind of title. Cece says, I love her fantasy paintings, always so interesting. Yeah, you know what? Some people actually say, Chrissy, what were you on when you were putting this together? This is what I get. Okay, all right. Let's go. Okay. Oh, what I've got here, of course, it's pastels, or actually I've got PanPastels and all sorts of pastel pencils. I've got sponges. What have I got? I've got brushes. And look, my kneaded eraser is not far away from me again, right? All sorts of sharpeners and brushes. And I thought I might bring these out as well, which are Sofft Tools as well. They're applicator soft by PanPastels. So, but they're not makeup ones. These are actually by PanPastels themselves. So I thought I'd have these on standby in case I need them. Now, what I wanted to do, someone, I think it was Tatiana. Tatiana is also, she was also, I think, I'm not quite sure, she was on Facebook or something. This is a Facebook question, and someone was asking me, what's the difference between using, Sofft Tools versus brushes, and what my take is on all of this. And I say that all of these have their place, and it's only because of the way that I've developed this technique with this, because it gives me a lot of control. Lindy says, Chrissy, do you have Gioconda pastel pencils? No, and I'm going to get them. I'm thinking of getting some. Yes, Wendy has actually recommended these, and it's just one of those things that I just haven't got yet, but definitely. Sneak says she has the eraser in a little jail. That's right. That's it. It's there. And in fact, do you want to laugh even more? Which is even funnier. Oh, now I can't even find the top. I'll forget that. But I've even got a top. The top's got my name on it, so I won't lose it. Funny, huh? But anyway, all right. So that's my take on the difference between the brushes. Now, I've got the makeup brushes, but there's also acrylic brushes that you can use, you know, for different things. So I think my take is that everything has its place. Like, as you can see, I use the soft the sponges for, you know, for a great deal of coverage and stuff like that. And this is, you know, I've still got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Hey, and I'll start. Okay. Oh, g'day, Christine. How you going? Nice to see you. Good morning. Working and listening. You're really knocking this one out of the park. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, g'day, Jelena. How you going? Nice to see you. I'd live there for a certain. Let me see. I'd live there for certain as long as I didn't have to pay bills. Chrissy, can you tell the story how you create such cool and unique pieces? Do you search images and combine? Do you have dreams and create from those? Yes, I do. Sometimes I do have dreams, of course. Yes, I do. But look, what I'll do is I'll do art, and I'll talk and do art at the same time and let you know what my process is. Sometimes what I'll do is, hang on, I'll just make sure I haven't missed anyone out. Whispering Forest. Oh, Brenda, I like that name. Favorite artists, Xrissart. I've got lots of favorite artists. There are so many in the chat which are fantastic artists. My PanPastels and those brushes arrived. I love them. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. You'll have to report to us and let us know what you think of them. Okay. All right. Here we go. Back to the program. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the back of the chair, and it's a bit on the twiggy side, like it's sort of like wooden. So what I might do is I'll put g'day Shannon, how you going? Nice to see ya. Okay, back to your question. Oh, hang on, I need my glasses. My goodness. Oh, that's so much better. Why do I do this to myself all the time? Okay, actually I need something darker. So, an answer to your question, CC, what happens is that what I might do is I might zoom in so you can actually see how I'm doing this, and I'm going to take a smaller brush. So let me zoom in. Oh. I don't know whether you can see more. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not quite sure. What happens is that sometimes I see one image, and there could be one image, and I think in this one it was the trees. I like the trees, and I think these trees are in Madagascar. I think these are actual real trees, and then I think, well, these trees are like an unusual shape. What can I do with these? And then I just and then a picture develops in my head, and then I start looking for references, and then put them together. Now with this, I'll tell you how many references these are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 5 images here, and I've put them together. The chair was on its own, and I thought, oh, what would happen if I put wings on a chair? Well, that's how I got to that. Chrissy is going to talk and do art at the same time. Yeah, right. Waiting to see it. Well, talk. How about talk, art, and probably have a nice beverage. How about that as well? See, I can multi-skill. The name should be called the Magical Floating Island. That's another one. Why? Hang on. What have I missed something? Just ordered a small. Oh, okay. Christine says just ordered small set of Arteza acrylics. Oh wow, they also make colour pencils, don't they, Christine? Yeah. Why? Okay, the name should be called Magical Floating Island. I'm actually going to have to write these down. Okay. Wendy says, Lindy, if she manages to get something done, then she gets extra. Are you going to give me points again? Okay. All right. G'day, Christy. How you going? Nice to see you. Multi-skill, shouldn't that be multitask? Yes. Yes, it should. Thanks for correcting me. Oh gosh, this is so interesting to hear your process. Awesome. Oh, wonderful. Flights of Fantasy. Oh, I like that one too. This reminds me of a world full of flying giants. Oh yeah, it sure does. You know what? I think out of all of them, and this lady here, she's like a tree lady. So she'll be, there'll be veins and all. Anyway, it's unusual anyway. So yeah, but I like the horse actually. At the moment that's my favorite bit, but then we'll see how we go with the chair. Anyway, look, I've got to keep on going because you know me, I never get anything done on streams. All I do is just chat. Okay, Wendy says that's what I'm here for, keeping you on your toes. Absolutely, thank you, and thank you. No, I didn't see. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Yeah. And of course, okay, and I've got my I've got my iPad here with my reference photo. I decided not to use my computer, and I figured but you know what it's doing? It's turning itself off. I forgot to so I've got to keep on touching the screen. So every now and again I'll be leaning over. Okay. I love the horse also, says Sneaks. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. And see, look, there's so much detail. I've got to do heaps and heaps of it. Heaps and heaps of it. But, actually, I think I need even something thinner than this. Okay. All right. Well, what have I been doing? What have I been doing this week? Really, just had my day job and joining in Will's live streams. How I managed to do 2 in a row, which is pretty cool, I reckon, particularly the times. Oh, g'day, Jan. How you going? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay. Yes. All right. So, and I'm starting off with raw umber. Oh, hang on, I always do this, don't I? Raw umber extra dark. I always make sure. Oh, and oh, here's another thing too. I've got another question about PanPastels. Someone was asking me. There was someone was asking me what the difference between tint and shade and darks are with PanPastels, and I thought that would be fitting for me to talk about it here. And what I'll do is I'll show you something for those who are just going to get. Let me see. Yep. Have I missed it? Oh, Thea. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. I make sure I haven't missed any. Oh, and yep. And I said hello to Jan. Yeah, before. Yep. No, that's wonderful. Okay, here we go. This is. Okay. Say for example. See, this is one pigment. This is the raw umber. The raw umber, right? So what it is, the actual full pigment here is, it's got here PB7, and it's light fuzz. There are 4 stars under here. So this is the actual pigment, right? So what happens is the difference between tint and shade is that from this point on, they add PanPastels add white for the tint, which makes it this color, and then they add black, and which makes it and they add black, and of course they're the value scales, and in between those you can make even different shades as well. So I just wanted to answer that question, but like in real time rather than in text. So anyway, so I just thought I'd add that bit in. Let me see. Okay, just need to find your groove. Oh, okay. Jen says, I really enjoy how this is coming along. Oh, wow. Thank you very much. And you know what? You treat these exactly the same as you would the Sofft Tools when you're wiping them on a paper towel. You do the same thing with the brush. So that's what I'm doing here. So, yeah, so I thought I'd answer that question. Yeah, so that's what actually I've been doing. I've had my day job and I've been thinking, geez, I really need to finish this. And for those who may know, I've actually attempted this painting a handful of times. One was colour pencil, and it was turning out okay, but I was fighting with the paper and it turned me off. And I've still got it somewhere. Let me see. And hang on. The flying chairs, the horse, the tree lady reminds me of Narnia. Oh my gosh, maybe Asian is nearby. Maybe Asian? Aslan. Oh yes, I know Aslan. Aslan is nearby. You never know. You never know. He might just pop out somewhere. This should be called The Chronicles of Pastels. That's all right, actually. You know what? That's a very good title for that's a very good title for a video. Oh, g'day, Steve. Did I see Steve? Was Steve in? Yes, it is. Oh, g'day, Steve. All good morning, afternoon, evening. Yes, yeah. The Chronicles of Pastels. Oh, I so like that. Oh, that's wonderful. How about the Chronicles of something? I like that. But I know that's been said and done before, but it's, you know, it's like an enchanting type of a name. Oh, g'day, Lynn. Hello there. How you going? Welcome. There's a lot of Lynns, isn't there? There's Lynns, or 2 Lynns. No, there is. There's Lindy and Lynn, yes. Jelena, my dog portrait. My dog portrait I'm working on is taking forever to do. I'm not happy the way it's turning out and would like to chuck it out, but I must finish it. Yes, well, I've got to say I haven't thrown too many out, but I am guilty of throwing 1 or 2, okay? Particularly ones that I used fixative in the early days, which I was so disappointed, but, you know, that's how you learn. They're hard lessons, those ones. Actually, this is going to take forever. It's the right brush for it, but let me see if I can speed things up with this. And I've got my vacuum cleaner close by. Oh, I've got to tell you, I've made a purchase, but I haven't got it yet. I've bought myself a new vacuum cleaner, and to suck up my pastels. But this one's got a HEPA filter, and I think if you're ever thinking of if you're ever doing pastels and you're wondering, maybe I should use a vacuum cleaner, make sure that the vacuum cleaner that you've got has got a HEPA filter. Yeah. What I might do is I'll see if I can change the angle of this. So excuse me just for a moment. I hope I don't do anything drastic. I think that might be better. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, now my I'm in the way, aren't I, with the wing? Okay. Yeah, a HEPA filter for a vacuum cleaner. I have a few that are being stored indefinitely. Well, there you go. I got me one of my new studio. I'm loving. Oh yes. Oh, we all can't wait to see Wendy's new studio, and I've had a little sneak peek, and it's gorgeous. That's all I'm going to say. It's just gorgeous. Chrissy, you could be the princess or queen of this painting. Queen Chrissy. Well, Steve calls me the Queen of Pastels. That's what he calls me. That's his nickname to me. Lindy says, Chrissy, you will have to do a review of your new vacuum cleaner, please. Absolutely, I will. That's a very good point. I will, you know. Thanks, White. I'm quite imaginative. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and also the surface that I'm using is Pastelmat board. And I know that I mentioned it last time I was on here, but people, just for those who are not aware, that Pastelmat also make their lovely paper in boards. I agree when, except okay. All right. And of course we're approaching Christmas soon. I mean, hasn't the year flown by real quick? I just can't get over how quick the year's flown. Like, you know, before you know it, we'll be saying it's Easter time. Steve says, yeah, she is the Queen of Pastels. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Steve has dubbed me that nickname, I think. Very humbled by it, actually, I've got to say. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm using this Pastelmat board. Now, there's people that have used the board have got mixed feelings about this. I'm actually okay with it. Not sure. Not sure what techniques that they've used, but the only difference I find, and it is a slight difference, if I'm going to nitpick, and this is nitpicking, is that the surface is probably just a little bit tighter. Actually, I'm going to come out. I think I'm just too close there. Gosh, that's scary. Ah! Ooh, hang on, sorry. Hang on. Here we go. Where do I get my boards? I get my boards at it's my local art shop, who just happened to be a distributor for Clairefontaine Pastelmat, and a lot of other papers from there, but they're called Sofft Pastels Australia, and it's softpastelsaustralia.com.au. They also send internationally if you wanted to. But I know people in Europe would probably get it maybe from Jackson's, I suppose. Yeah. And I don't know if Amazon has it, because I haven't looked on Amazon. I haven't needed to, but yeah. Let me see. The end of 2018 is coming soon. Yeah, I just can't believe where this year's gone. You know, another year older. Is this music too loud, or is the music okay? Let me know if it's bothering you guys. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay. Christine says, trying to get work done during one of these live streams is like going to the playground and sitting on a bench. Your live streams, your streams need to come with a work hazard warning. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, now I'm bringing out my vacuum cleaner. But Wendy says, Chrissy, lots of changes for you this year. New grandson, a baby off to the and your baby and a baby off to the military. Rode a motorbike. Oh yes, first time. Jelena says, Chrissy, do you prefer the paper or board surface? That's a very good question. Hang on, I'll answer that in a moment. Here we go. Dirt devil out, and it's dying. Can you hear that it's dying? I've charged it, but it's dying. Okay. Let me see. Jelena, do you prefer paper or board surface? I tell you what, each one has its... if I'm doing like a really huge piece, I probably, and because I've got the choice, I'll go with the board. Although you could do a very large piece with the paper, of course. Yes, Wendy, sorry, going back to Wendy, yes, a lot of changes. New grandson and a baby, off to the military, rode a motorbike. Yeah, that's, they're big, they're milestones for me, actually, I have to say. When did all that happen? When did all that happen? Lindy says, the boards sound good. Haven't tried them yet. Can you cut the board, or do you just get the size you want? No, you can cut the board. What I do, I go to the... I speak to my art shop and I buy the big board and I just ask them to cut it down for me. They're quite happy to do that. Mystical Wonderland. Brenda, that's another beauty. I like that one. I finally received, Christy says, I finally received all my supplies to do my first pastel piece. I'm thinking sunset, sunrises with a silhouette would be best to start with. Any other ideas? You know what I'd do? I'd start with, say, fruit. So you could actually, well, it all depends. Like, if this is the first time you've used the pastels, I would go with, say, like a piece of fruit or something that's small, and then work your way. I would do that, but that's me. Look, the pot, no, you know, what is it? Do as I say, not as I do. Here's me, right? Something simple, and like, look what I do. I don't do anything simple. I make it so hard for myself sometimes. But it stretches me, you see. It helps me when I do difficult pieces. I go in with the thought that, you know what, if this doesn't turn out, and I always say, if I can pull it off. That's always my word that I say, if I can pull it off. You know, I'm ready that it may not turn out all right. So I don't get disappointed, and then I just you know, I'm learning. I learn. I make sure that I learn from it. So that's my reason for that one, Christy. Yeah. I think that we need to open an art supply store here, Wendy, that carries Pastelmat and PanPastels and all of the wonderful art supplies, so that we can get a discount on all our art supplies. Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Oh my gosh. That's what a charger is for. Yes, I know, Wendy. I've charged it. It's dying. It is dying. It was just a cheap vacuum cleaner. It's done its thing. But I think in a couple of weeks I'm expecting my new vacuum cleaner. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm getting excited over a vacuum cleaner. But there is a reason, you know. Your dirt devil is terminal. Yes, it's dying. It's absolutely dying, Sneaks. Oh no, the dirt devil is attacking the flying chairs. Yes, it is. And look how clean they look after that. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So what does Wendy say? Yeah, that's a great idea to get started and have a finished piece to give you encouragement. Then once you get the feel, more to other subjects. Yeah, I do. Do what you like. Exactly. It helps you keep you going. Yes. Yeah. And that's it. It's just so you don't get discouraged. That's all, because it's easy to get discouraged. You get all excited. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what I will try. I'm just trying to think of the brush that I want to use, and it looks like I'll be using this little one. Okay. Wendy says the devil is getting its due. That's right. Is the brand of your new vacuum cleaner called Dyson? No, it's not a Dyson. Oh, jeepers. It's not a Dyson, and I don't have the name Co. That's the grandma coming out in you. Oh yes. Oh, I know. I know. Oh. Yeah, but I tell you what, I have to press record. Sorry. Oh well. In my video you'll see that there's a bit missing. Actually, there's quite a few bits missing actually when I do my videos. Oh dear. Okay. All right. Now I find if anyone is thinking of purchasing only a certain amount of PanPastels and not the set, a set that some of the shades that you should be getting, I think, are the raw umber. No matter what you decide, you should get the full value of the raw umber, because great for shadows, although just great for dark bits, and yeah, I can't recommend it enough, getting these colors. And of course this is my, shall we say again, my 1/8 of an inch Daler Rowney, and I can't believe that it's still it's still surviving all the paintings that I've done. It's still surviving, and that's a good thing. I don't understand how, like, it hasn't even shed. Oh, hang on, it hasn't even shed. Look how tight. It's like a little dagger. That's what it is. It's like a little dagger. Okay. Is the okay. On the plus side, you haven't gotten very far into it yet. Yeah. Great idea. Thanks, Chrissy and Wendy. Oh, okay. You forgot to record for half an hour? Yes. Yes, go. Yes. Ah, well. Yeah. Well, actually, I love video editing as well. Yeah. So, changing the subject here, but yeah, sorry, I'll go back to the video editing in a moment. But yeah, so if you're ever thinking of what, or if you're lucky enough to buy the whole set, well, that's pretty good. But yeah, if you're ever going to buy pans, I recommend getting this one for sure. It has to be in your set. Okay. Yes, but she hasn't made much progress since she has been talking more than working. You know her usual. Does anyone get stuck when you are working on a piece? I.e., how you get the effect you're looking for? If not, maybe it's because I'm a beginner. Oh, anyone can answer that one. That's fantastic. Does anyone get stuck when you're working on a piece? Every time, Jelena? I get stuck every time. I don't think there's ever a piece that I've done where it hasn't challenged me. And how you get the effect you're looking for. Yeah. Well, that's where practice comes in, doesn't it? So you just keep at it. Wait, people buy art supplies, not in the whole set. Oh, wait, people buy art supplies not in the whole set? Like, that's a thing. Yes. Christine says, which set? I missed that. I do want to get some. Well, oh, okay. What I'm saying is, if you're ever deciding to buy PanPastels on their own, these are the colours. This is the raw umber values. If you're going to buy anything else, if you're going to buy other pans, of course, I would be buying these. That's, yeah. Okay. Oh, here we go. Right. Okay. Wait. Okay. Wonder if the flying chairs and the horses will take our weight if we visit that place. Interesting. Interesting. That's so funny. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Hang on. I've got to get it out again. It's dying. Look at that. That's where my kneaded eraser comes in handy. They look all green to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, do they? Oh, it's the light. It's bad. Look at that. That's fantastic. Maybe I will ask for a Christmas. Oh, okay. Wendy, you sound like Daffy Duck when you say that. Oh. Not sure. Okay, I missed something. That's okay. All right, so and of course this is now this looks white, but it's not. It's raw umber tint. and of course this is just blocking in as well. I'm going to use pastel pencils for so much of this detail. Oh yeah, we're talking about video editing. Yes, and how I missed some of this recording. Look, that's okay. But for those in the chat, do you like video editing? Or I know there's Christine, there's Wendy. I know that you ladies have channels, and just wanted to know if you like video editing. And I made a purchase. Oh, actually, I lied. I did make a purchase. Let me see. Okay, Sneak says, I find it suddenly I'm too busy to paint draw. It's usually because I'm avoiding a piece I'm working on. And I get like that too. I procrastinate a lot until I get my act together and get with the program, and then I just start. But then when I start, I just go. Christine says, no, you didn't, Chrissy. It's just Wendy being an art supply pusher, nothing new. That looks like flour. Oh, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. But look, I can assure you. Hang on. Here we go. See, look, there it is. PW6. I think that's the white, and that's the PBR7. That's the raw umber. Yeah. So, and as you can see, look, 4 stars there. So it tells you how fast they are. That's fantastic information on that, actually. Jelena says, oh, okay. Oh, g'day, Heidi. Hello. Welcome. Just dropping in for 5 minutes to say hi. Life has been insane lately, but I always enjoy watching the streams on replay. Oh, that's okay. You're welcome. Thanks for popping by. That's wonderful. Well, as you can see, Heidi, I've got something new going. Well, old, new, ish maybe. Okay. I've not done video editing yet, but I do serve in the video ministry, just using various kinds of cameras. Oh, that's interesting. I always want to know what's always the best camera. It's always the best camera. Well, I'll tell you what, the purchase that I did make is oh, thank you, Brenda. I actually bought the Adobe. No, I didn't buy. I subscribed to the Adobe suite. The Photoshop that I have been using is Photoshop Elements, and so I thought it was high time. I was using Photoshop, not Photoshop Elements, which I have been using, which is a fantastic program because it's a nice stepping stone when you're getting into the Adobe suite. But I also but what I like about that, well, not that what I think is not what I like, but what is great about that, you've got all of these software packages that you can actually test and play around with. Yeah. But even like cameras, taking photo of your artwork, geez, there's an art in that, that's for sure. Can you see how that's sort of coming together, that chair? Look at the difference. And then to make it pop, I'm going to be using pastel pencils. And it looks like the light is coming from sort of that way, I think. In some areas, I think. Not that that's important in this because it's surreal. It's a weird painting-ish. Okay. Co says Canon, Panasonic or Nikon cameras are not bad to use. Okay, well, what I'm filming, I've got the Panasonic here, and that's what I use here. Heidi says, does anyone know where I can get a white pit pastel pencil, open stock in medium? I can't find the white soft. Ooh, all over. not the medium, which I find is a brighter white. Oh, I didn't know that they did that. A white pit pastel pencil. I didn't know about that. Have to excuse me again. There it is there. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's okay. I didn't know. I'll have to research that, Heidi. Okay. So again, this is just all blocking in. Now I've got to say, at this point, I've used mostly PanPastels. Here and there I've used pastel pencils, just a little bit here and there, but I've used, like I've taken this, and I'll still take this to the max, the PanPastels to the max, and just start with the details. But there you go. All right. Now I'm going to do the seat, and I'm going to change that. I'm actually going to do, I don't want to do green because I don't want it to blend. Maybe I'll do that. There we go. That's the color I think I might use. And cream. Okay, let me see. Brenda, you're going? Okay, well, thanks for popping by, Brenda. We've got to go take Son for a shot. Bye, everyone. Oh, I hope he's okay. Thanks for popping by, sweetie. Nice to see you always. Yes, it's the skill that's important when handling the cameras, knowing which button to press. Yes, definitely. Can anyone tell me what the pit designation means on pencils? You know what? I've always wondered that myself, Sneaks. Always, I wonder why they call it pit. That's really interesting. Or pit, sorry, yeah. I got the medium white one in a set. Oh, that's interesting. The bottomless pit. Yes, okay. All right, so hang on. Okay. This is the shadow part of the seat, and I'm using my brushes. Okay, I'm off now. I'll watch the rest later. Okay, Heidi, thank you so much for popping by. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hope to catch up with you soon again. Okay. So this one, red iron oxide. So and I'm going to use, burnt sienna extra dark. Is the series of the pencils put out by Faber-Castell? Yes, but but Wendy, what does the pit mean? Do you know what I mean? Like I get that. It's really interesting how they call it pit. You know what I mean? It could be named after a pit bull. Now I think I've come to know you now, Co, and I know that you must be joking for sure. For sure. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I use a Panasonic, and the camera that's looking at me is a Logitech. And yeah. And I've got another camera here on the side recording. Brad Pitt. says Co. Oh gosh, yes, well, you never know. You never know. All right, okay. Wow, that's... Okay, I'm actually liking the way that that's looking. Oh, g'day, Jeff. How you going? Everyone just dropping in for a short time. Good to see everyone. Oh, wonderful. Thanks for popping by, mate. What's it like over there in WA? WA, folks, is Western Australia. When we say that, because sometimes, and of course, I'm from New South Wales, but we don't say NSW. But for some reason, we say... WA here in Australia. I mean, that's like, I suppose, you know, like you, Wendy, when you say SC or like NC, do you normally say the full word like North Carolina, South Carolina, or do you just, yeah, you don't that's right. We don't, that's right. We, us Aussies, we shorten everything. You guys don't. International, oh, okay. Nice colour on the seat of the chair. Oh, thanks, yeah. I think it looks okay. So I'm not going to put pastel pencil yet, all right? So hang on. Out comes a dirt devil again. Yeah, it's not doing a good job anymore. That's all right. She's almost going to go to that vacuum cleaner heaven in the sky. Cold today after 38. 38. Now, for those, 38 is probably Fahrenheit. What would that be? In the 90s? Nearly 100. Oh, is it in the 90s, I think, Fahrenheit? But 38 degrees. Yeah. On the weekend, we had 37, actually. That was quite warm. All right, so... I think I'm going to do the wings, and the wings are going to be purple. Cold today, okay. Lunch is over, but I'm going to hang around and work at the same time until the boss turns up. Oh, that's okay. Oh, Bella, hello. Nice to see you. Lovely that you could catch a stream. This is wonderful. Happy, yes, because, oh, you always miss me, and you always say, oh, I wish I could have caught your stream. Welcome, welcome. We say the full name, but write the short one. Yes, I actually saw him in oh, okay. We say it short when we are lazy to pronounce the full name. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm using purple, folks. No, actually, it's not purple. It's not purple. Hang on. It's violet extra dark. Oh, here we go. And look at that. It's a single, I think that's a single pigment. And it's light fast 4 rating. I mean, how good is that? Okay, all right. So I need another. Okay. Okay. Steve says, I have been here. I have been here at the dog ranch for the last couple of days, and it's time for me to feed water the beasties. See you all later. Oh, see you, Steve. Nice for popping by, mate. Lovely to see you. Thanks for popping by. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to block these. I'm going to have lots and lots of layers on this one, but what I'll do is I'm going to block these. Actually, I think I should have started there first. Mina says, sadly I have to go, but watch the rest later. Oh, thanks for popping by, Mina. So glad you popped by. Okay, all right, hang on, I'm getting a bit thirsty. Okay. So I'm hoping one of you guys have. I'm hoping that one of you guys in the chat have looked up what pit means. With Faber-Castell. Here we go. Maybe you can, or maybe okay, the name Pitt is a pseudonym protected by Faber-Castell. It derives from the Italian word pittore, which is artist. Well, there you go. Pittore. I wonder, oh, where's Iris? She would be telling me if I've pronounced this correctly. The name is over 100 years old. Faber-Castell, yes, first used in 1907. Pitt refers to crayons, pencils and pens in the art and graphic range. It is a registered trademark of Faber-Castell. Well, there you go. Who says that you don't learn anything on this channel? That's wonderful, Wendy. Thank you so much. I love that. See, I love those sorts of things. Yes. I love that. Thank you for that. That's wonderful. I tried to look it up when Chrissy asked, but couldn't see any info. Well done, you. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. I often wondered, why do they call it pit? Like, why would you call it pit? Well, there you go. Pittore. I'm going to have to remember that. How am I going to remember that? I'm hopeless. And also the purple is a lovely contrast to the green in the background. So by the time I'm finished with this, I'm hoping that it'll turn out real nice with these wings. But at the moment, I'm just blocking. Let me just get my wings. Here we go. I'm just looking at my reference. And there's quite a few colours in this. There's turquoise. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Nanette! Were your ears burning last week, Nanette? Thanks for popping by. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. How exciting to see you in the chat. Yes, I'm pretty sure you're well, actually, Co, I think, mentioned you as well last week. Didn't you, Co? I think you did. Where's Nanette? Because we were cracking some funnies, actually. Yeah. I reckon you would have gone toe to toe with Co, I reckon. Nanette. Weren't there several wing chairs the last time I saw this? Yeah, see, you've seen a few. You've seen this on a colour pencil project. That's what you've seen. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Yes. Oh, okay. I hope you're okay now, Nanette. Okay. Yeah, so, oh gosh, now I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yes, with Pitt. I thought, oh wow, how cool is that? That is so cool. You often wonder the manufacturers when they're naming certain products, how they come to deciding what to call certain art, some products. I find that really interesting. You know, what's the process? Because I like all the backstory stuff. You know, that's what I like. I like backstory stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm liking how this chair looks. Okay. Wendy says, if you can't find the info, just give it to me. I'll find it for you. Yes, you do. You always see. You're our help desk. I always say that. After we finish with the floors. Oh yes, Wendy's got her hands full at the moment. Projects galore. Yeah. So yeah, so Christmas is knocking on the door. My son's actually coming home for Christmas, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, who's my son, the one that's in the army, so he managed to get some leave. It was a bit difficult for him, but he got it in the end. 1 hour of streaming already. I know, doesn't it go so fast? I'd love a chair like that in the summer. It could fan me if I get too hot. You know what? I think that would be wonderful. Could you imagine it going whoosh, whoosh? You wouldn't want to have, you know, but you know, Nanette, what about having guys, or those, what about those fan people? You know, those ones? I'm sure you'd like a few of those. And you're still on the first chair. Yes. Yes, that's right. Okay, here we go. All right. Now what I'm going to use, this is turquoise, because I can see some greens in this as well. Yeah. Here we go. And I've just got to be careful when I'm using this colour too, that it doesn't sort of go a bit muddy. Okay. Oh, true, Wendy. We'd need chair traffic controllers. Atlanta traffic. Okay. All right. Okay. So hopefully, I'm hoping that I'm going to finish this. Well, shall I cross my fingers? Or maybe don't hold your breath is probably what I should be saying, but the aim is to see if I could finish this weekend. Let's see how we go. My place sometimes is like a revolving door. I've always got people popping in and they take me away from my art, or I'm the social butterfly and I end up having to go out on the weekends, see family that I haven't seen for a while, namely my grandson. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. But that chair is Chrissy's throne. You might have to ask her. Oh, okay. Oh, did I miss something? It's a good way to look at it. Much nicer than the 4-letter words I see when I look at mine. Okay. She's had plenty of chairs in that picture last time I saw it. One for each of us. That's it. That's it. Everyone, come and sit down. Yeah. All right. I'm holding you to that finishing this weekend. You have been a social butterfly and should have caught up by now. Yes, give yourself a weekend, because once Christmas hits, nothing will get done. Oh yes, I know, because then because what happens is that family will probably come up for the weekend. For the Christmas break. I live about 2 hours north of Sydney, and so it's more of it's a very nice lifestyle where I live. There's the further north you go from Sydney, the much nicer the beaches are. Sneak says my grandson is coming for a sleepover this weekend. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, Sean and Annette, we'll be playing air soccer in those flying chairs. Oh my gosh, there are so many things that the possibilities are endless. You can do so many things. All right. Okay. And I'm just looking at my reference. This is where I'm going to put pastel pencil then, and it'll just start to punch things up. Need flying goals too. We can give Santa's reindeer a run for their money when we hit the skies in our purple wing chairs. Oh, love it, Annette. Love it. Love it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. And here we go. Look at this. Okay. My son is coming from Melbourne for Christmas. Oh, that's wonderful, Nanette. Oh, I bet you can't wait for that. Santa's new transport for giving presents. The flying chairs. The reindeers would be out of business. Yes. Okay, well, this is the turquoise one. I think I'm missing one. I haven't seen it because I haven't got all of them. I've now accumulated a lot. I think I'm only missing just a small handful. But there we go. I need one more. I think I'm missing the actual turquoise. Actually, no, I don't. Hang on. Oh, there it is there. Look at that. Turquoise, look at that. Turquoise shade. This is the actual turquoise. Oh, that's turquoise shade. Look, oh, look. Oh, check this out. Okay, here's something. So you guys don't think I'm weird. Well, you might. So look at this. This is the turquoise tint. This is the turquoise, right? Turquoise shade. Turquoise S shade. Do you not think that that's weird? I wonder. That is so weird. And see, look, I'm having a look at the pigment information. There's the white, and that's when it starts to go dark. See that PB3? 6. There's the black. Don't you think that that's weird? And they're different colours. Anyway, that's a bit of trivia, I suppose. Yeah, that is strange. So, see, I'm not weird. I mean, I can be. I can't stop staring at the horse. Don't know why. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? Because I started putting a bit of pastel pencil because I just wanted to see what could be done with it. It's really cool, really, really cool. I really like the way it's coming along. Okay, so where am I going? I need a light colour here. Let me see. Okay. Getting old anyway. Oh, hang on. Getting old anyway and need to retire. The new modern way to deliver gifts. Oh, yes, yes. So beautiful. Wonder what you were staring at. The horse. Yes, too late. We love you anyway. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. The red-nosed reindeer won't have a red nose anymore, says Co. Oh, okay. All right. So let me get with the program. Okay. So I just want to put a few little details here and there. Make it a little bit more 3D. Okay. Just here. Yeah, so so what else have you guys been doing? Anything that you'd like to share with us? Have you discovered any new tips or tips perhaps maybe in some of the artwork that you've done? I'm sitting on ice, says Wendy. Okay. All right. I've got a long way to go with this. Has anybody got any questions? Is there any questions that you might want to ask me? So let's see if I've finished this. Gosh, you wouldn't want to bet on it, would you? Or maybe you'd win if you bet on me not finishing. Okay. How about if someone comes round mine and finishes off this dog picture of mine so I can get on with my next picture. I know you get so excited about the next one. Oh, you should see I've got all of these other ones that I've got in my head that I need to do. I've got a couple drawn up. Christine says, do you take pictures of your work while you're working? I feel like that's the only way I can see what I'm doing. You know what, I do, Chris, I do that sometimes. In fact, I do that a lot, actually. And I find that when I do that, I see a lot of things like, not mistakes, but I see things that I should touch up on, or, you know, if something is a little bit out of proportion, or if the contrast is not there. Yes, I do. That's very good. I like that question. Sneaks, that's important, and graphite is just fancy as any other supply, at least in my world, says Wendy. You should see Wendy's. Oh, Wendy's got some gorgeous, wonderful graphite pieces. You should go and have a look at her website. She's got them there. Or her YouTube channel. Sneak says, Chrissy, no question. It's just nice watching you work. Oh, okay, that's right. That's okay. Oh, well, I hope I'm not boring you. Yes, I have a question. What are you drinking, Chrissy? White wine? No, not white wine. Port, actually. I'm having a bit of port at the end of the evening. But I've also got a glass of water as well. Actually, you've just reminded me. It's very warm here at the moment too. Sneak says, I'm OCD. Oh, red. Red, says Wendy. I'm OCD about supplies. Oh, I have to have that too. Oh, yes, I'm always saying that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Hang on. Here we go. We're bringing out the vacuum cleaner. I reckon it's not going to work. It's just dying because I did charge it before I started. You know that. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to start using pastel pencils now. Let me see. I've got some purples and some blues. I think I need some blacks and some. Let me see. Not just white at the moment. Okay. Someone asked me, is the Brunsale pastel pencil, are they light fast? And that they couldn't find information. And you know what? I'm usually a bit funny on light fast things. And you know what? I just assumed that they were. But there's no information. I just assumed because they were made in Holland. So that's interesting. But it doesn't stop me from using them. So they're lovely to work with. Okay. All right, I think I'll go with the chair. I'll do the chair. And here's something too, and I've mentioned it before. This is like a raw umber tint in my, and it's $2.70. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that because I always say, oh, hang on, I need to sharpen my pencils too. Hang on. Give me a moment. Okay. Wendy says it's tired. It's a tired old devil that needs to retire. Absolutely. Absolutely. It sounds like it's a sick cow. Oh, geez. You put some wings on that devil and set it free. Oh, my gosh. Chrissy, maybe we should have names for each flying chairs and the horses and the tree lady. Oh, yes, that would be good. You got to name them then. Come on. You got to name them. Okay. It needs to suck up the flying chairs to do that. Oh, okay. Put some wings on that devil and set it free. Yes. All right. Okay. I just think the pencils will make this pop. Okay. And of course, here we go. This is the pit. Pittore. There we go. Can't stop saying that. I like the sound of it. I'm probably not saying it right. Yeah, wow. Oh, yeah. I think I like the way this is. I like this chair. Just hope I don't stuff up the wings, though. I shouldn't say that until I finish the chair. How about that? Okay. Oh, Jelena, I have to go now. Thank you for your time, Chrissy and everyone. Oh, thank you so much for popping by, Jelena. Nice to see you, sweetie. Hope to see you again soon sometime. I think your boss must be lurking around for sure. The white horse should be called Shadowfax. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, do you like Lord of the Rings? Do you, Co? I do. There we go. Okay. All right. We'll leave that for the time being. And probably, let's see. Oh yeah. Look at the difference. The white. And see, this is not really white, is it? This one here. And that's, if you're going to get pastel pencils, and if you're going to get open stock, where did it go now? This is one that you have to get for sure. Where are you now? Oh my gosh. It's the, I can't believe it. I was using it a moment ago. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I can't find it. I can't believe it was here a moment ago. Honestly. Honestly. Maybe I've got another one. No. 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 Oh, here we go. One that's munched up. There we go. 175. These are the two that I would get. Is this it? No, I don't think this is it. Oh, bugger. Never mind. Surely. Here we go again. No, this is the darker one. But as you can see, anyway. Okay. My favourite trilogy of all time, absolutely. The Tree Lady should be called Nanette. Oh, that's a nice bright white. Oh, this one, it's Conti. Conti à Paris. Oh, yes, it's Conti's. And these are the ones where you can actually, and you can buy these all open stock. They're the Conti's. There's the difference. Because look, much thicker. Like a thicker barrel. Like there's more pastel in that. Yeah. Than the Pit. But, you know, Chrissy, you're missing something. You're missing something every week. Yes, I know. But you know what? I was just using it a moment ago and I can't understand why I can't see it. I must be having another man look. I'm certain of it. Anyway, so there you go. And these are the colours that I'd be using. Conti's. I just like that lime colour. Look at these. There's another one. I think there it is. Yeah, look at these Conti's. Look, they're lovely. All these lovely greens. They're Conti's. What a nice, and I think, I don't have all the greens, but yeah, there you go. And I mean, Faber-Castell also make, I mean, they're similar. Not, see, look, not quite, oh, see, look, there it is there. Yeah. Some lovely greens there too with Pit. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. All right, so I just, oh. There we go. Makes it pop, doesn't it? when you do it like that. So if you're ever using PanPastels, well, this is the way I do it. But you know, everyone is different. But see, normally I wouldn't go into this kind of detail right now. This would be like the last thing that I would do. So I'd go ahead and block. But I know some people just do one little thing and then finish it and then they don't touch it. Whereas I work all over the place, really. Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, before Co, actually, you were so. Oh, hang on. Have I missed something? Co, don't make me get on my chair and fly over there. Oh dear, oh dear. I flew. It flew off to that. It flew off to that. Fly over there. Okay. Yeah. So, Lord of the Rings would have to be one of my favourites to Co. So much that I've been listening to some audio books, and I was listening to the Silmarillion, which is like the backstory to Lord of the Rings. And I don't know if any of you guys have thought of know that Tolkien, you know, just has a you know, he was a professor, and you know, and he made up that elf language as well. But anyway, like, he's just a very smart man. But yeah, the Silmarillion is a very complicated book, actually, to get through. I wouldn't want to read it, but I listen to it when I'm working, or I listen to music. And this is the Conti here. This is the Conti Black. So there we go. You know what? I actually missed this. I missed a bit here. It's naughty me. There's this back bit here. There we go. There we go. Fly over. Oh. There we go. There's a bit of a highlight just here on the chair. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, cool. I still watch the whole trilogy every year until this year. It's a masterpiece done by Peter Jackson. Absolutely. And Tolkien. Wendy, so Brazil pencils are made by Royal Talons, which also makes the Rembrandt, Cobar, Van Gogh, Amsterdam, Art Creation. Wow, all of this is fantastic. And Strathmore brands. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh, okay, here we go. Just let me zoom out now so you can see. And let me fix this. I hope I don't do... Hang on a sec. No. Here we go. Oh. There we go. It's looking actually okay. Lindy says, now Chrissy, I already left the stream to go buy a set of Giocondas. Stop telling me how good the Contis are. I can't afford more pencils. Oh, I know. Well, I want to get the Giocondas as well. Maybe just buy a handful. What can I say? Just buy a handful. All right, so I'll get to the this wing. Now I've got I'm going to use all sorts of here we go, and I've also got the Carbothellos. Actually, I've got a whole variety of them. And it's and I find that it's good for just different kinds of well, you know, shades that you can't get in, because some sets don't have all the same, you see, and they all, and some of them lay differently as well. Some are softer, some are harder. Yeah. Just seeing how it looks. There we go. So my next project after this, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one of my aces. I'm going to do one of my aces. I'm not quite sure which one. There's fire and clubs to do, so might do fire because I wanted to change colors, because my clubs is going to be more on the greeny side, and I've already been working with green here. And the sad part was Frodo had to depart the gang. Yes, I know, I cried. I always cry. I've actually watched Lord of the Rings so many times. I could probably quote you quite a few lines. Okay. There's a bit of black underneath here. I'm very careful with the black though, that's the only thing, but it needs that contrast here. There we go, just underneath there. Yeah. And this is getting me closer and closer to that real big one that I want to do. So be looking out for that one. That one's going to be, I think, 100 centimeters by 70 centimeters. Boy, I have painted some big ones. but I'm not quite sure about that one. It's a bit scratchy actually, this one. Oh look, I found it. No, I didn't find it. That was the old one. Oh, sorry. You shall not pass by Gandalf. Yes, I know. Everyone remembers. Everyone knows that one. I can still remember the most of the scene. Yes, the book was better than the movie, Lindy, but a long one for high schoolers. Wow, harsh teacher. My precious. Yes, a lot of people say that. Oh, hello, Pumpkin Spice. How you going? Nice to see you here. Yes, well, it's coming along. It's coming along. And see these Brunsils, geez, they're lovely and soft. They don't scratch. They're just really nice. I like them a lot actually. So soft on here. Going to use my sharpener again. This time I'm using my Super Point. I really like this sharpener a lot. Isn't it a beauty? Look at that. It's lovely. So has anyone been working on anything new that they'd like to share with us? Sorry, I meant to type the painting looks amazing. It's early here. Oh, that's okay. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Wonder if a lot of ladies would fall for Legolas or Aragon. Aragon. I like him. So the entire Brunswick line has no light fast ratings. The other lines do. Therefore, I find that they are not rated for light fastness. And Wendy, that is my guess, and I probably might tend to agree with you there. I just hope. I mean, surely. If they were light fast, they'd say it, wouldn't they? I think they would. I'm trying to find. Legolas for me. says Christine. The Hobbit trilogy was not that bad either because it connects to the Lord of the Rings. Yes. You know when Tolkien. Oh. Look. That means I've got to hang on a sec. I've got to pull this apart. And that's what it looks like, for those who don't know. I must have oh. Okay, let's have one more go at this, because I want a super point. Yes, according to their according to their website, they will have the light fastness on the color chart of their product themselves if they are rated. Oh, look again. Oh, I'm not going to use that. I think it's the pencil. Oh, it's too soft. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use a sharpener here. Oh, do you like my little boats? The piece I'm working on is a golden retriever, a great reference photo, up and coming piece. The reference photo, the eyes are completely green from reflection. Can't win with them. Oh goodness. A woodland elf, though not one for Santa. Okay. Here we go. There's still so much to go. I'll try now the other side. Let me see, what am I using here? I need a brown. I'm just testing it out here. Because this wing's got so many colours through it, I just have to you need to grow pointy ears for that. Okay. Bella says, I recently completed watercolor of a spoonbill. Don't really love it. I'm going to try enhancing it with pastels. Well, that'd be interesting to have a look. I'd like to see that. Chrissy, you wanted to mention something about the Hobbit trilogy. I saw the yes. What I was saying. Sorry. Oh, thanks for that. I got sidetracked. J.R. Tolkien, when he wrote The Hobbit, he didn't have the Lord of the Rings. Sorry, the ring. The ring. He didn't know what to do with the ring. The ring wasn't such an issue as it was, like, for example, in Lord of the Rings. Then when he was writing the Lord of the Rings, he went back and he changed, I think, one of the chapters in The Hobbit about what kind of a ring it was. But it wasn't, when he first wrote that book, the ring wasn't of that important. Like it wasn't important. And the only reason why I know that is because there's like the backstory of how these books came to be. So, oh yes, I love these books as well. I love Lord of the Rings. Pointy ears means I can live forever, have super strength, Hearing agility and skills, sign me up. Oh, okay. I never thought of that one actually. Yeah, that's true. Then you, yeah. Okay. Um, just this black, this, I think it's just this particular black. It's actually quite scratchy. Must be not a good one. Lindy says, has anyone tried doing an acrylic or watercolor underpainting in grey tones, grisaille, and then doing PanPastels or other pastels over the top? I'm thinking of giving that a go. You know what? I haven't thought of that. That would be a really good idea. You just don't know what you can come up with. I think you should give it a go. That's a mixed media painting for sure. Christine says, Chrissy, that is how authors are artists are the same. You go with one intention, then you go, wow, I didn't see it going there, and modify it to fit. Yes. There's I follow his story a lot actually, and with the Silmarillion actually, he hadn't finished that one, and his son ended up finishing the last chapter, J.R. Tolkien's son. So there you go, bit of trivia. Oh, interesting. Tolkien editing a bit between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Yeah, he did. The I would say the first editions would have it the way he wrote it, but he quickly changed that. Okay. Christine says, I couldn't get through the Silmarillion. It was like reading Genesis with all the begat. Yes. Wow, did you try reading that? Wow. I mean, I couldn't read it. I was I was just listening to it, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, so involved. Yes, it is a bit like Genesis, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's like the scene where Frodo wrote Lord of the Rings and Bilbo wrote The Hobbit. Bit similar to Tolkien and his son. Yeah. Oh, isn't that? Yeah, I never thought of it like that. That's a good way to think about that. so much to do on this. Okay. All right. What I might do is I might let's have a look. There's so much to do on this. Hopefully I'll finish it this weekend. Yeah. Okay. I think I might call this an evening, a morning. I might just end the stream right here. I just wanted to say thank you all for popping by. Thank you for keeping me company while I sort through all of this. Yeah, I'll always, at the moment, I'm just going to be, as I said, streaming every Wednesday evening or mornings for probably US and in Europe in the afternoons. I think UK in the afternoon. I probably have a break maybe over the Christmas break and probably start over again, but we've still got a few more weeks to go. But look, until then, bye everyone. Thank you for popping by. I just read this before I go. It's amazing the depth in stories, like creating entire world's history, heritage and languages. Absolutely amazing. Respect for the authors. Absolutely. Wendy says the light fast ratings are on the tubes. Oh, okay. Have a great night. Have a great evening. Thank you all very much for joining. Bye for now.